guys, Jason Necko, you know me, but I wanted to make you a little video here just to make sure you know how to use this machine when you get it. It's really not complicated, but I just want to make sure, you know, when they're running everything, you know what to do. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here at the in-feed table, which I know you have a bunch of hand schematics and they kind of work the same, but ours are, you have a little bit more adjustability. You know, you can do t-shirts all the way through your fleece and hoodies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to load the different products and minor adjustments you have to make between one if you want to change over from doing all this stuff. Which I know you're probably going to use for hoodies and fleece a lot, but if you want to do t-shirts, you can. It's not a big deal. So I'm just going to show you from start to finish what you need to do. Thanks guys, stick with me. Okay guys, let's see if you can see me here. Okay, in-feed table. Okay, I made this real simple. I literally put labels on here for your operators so they know exactly where to put each garment. So you have one for t-shirts, you have one for your long sleeve t-shirts, which is your red shirt I'm going to show you, and then hoodies and fleece you load completely different. So we're going to go over that, but first I'm going to start with t-shirts, okay? So in-feed tables here. Okay, so just like the other ones you got, you're going to load it. And right here, I know you can't see it very well, but it says t-shirt. So they're just going to center it up as much as they can, bring it to the t-shirt spot, and then they're going to let it go with the photo line over and over and over again. Don't, you know, as fast as they can. We'll start with t-shirts first. I'm going to show you. So that's the first thing. In-feed table, they load it at the t-shirt spot, and then they let it go. The next is your fold width and your sleeve tuckers and your timer at the end, and that's it. All this is going to be on a chart for your employees to see, and all they have to do is just one or two things, and then they can run it. So I'm gonna go over that next. Thanks, guys.
Okay, guys. Sorry about the noise. We're out here in production, but this is what I'm about to show you. So I just showed you the in-feed table. Okay, see, my handwriting is horrible, you know, but adult t-shirts, 11. Okay, now the 11, as you see here on the in-feed table, is on the side here. Okay, so 11 is your length when you put it in the machine. Now, I made it easy and just put t-shirt, you know, on the 11 mark, and then your long sleeve t-shirt, which is 12. So this in-feed length, this first row, is going to be your in-feed table where you need to put it. Now the good news is your garments are crazy easy, so there's not a lot of adjustment here. You know, your t-shirts, you're going to load at the t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt. Now your hoodies, just to explain here, is an X. So you're not going to use this for your hoodies. You're going to lay your hoodies and fleece out on this table all the way, which I'm going to show you. So we're going to start with t-shirts, okay? So I just loaded the t-shirts. There's your t-shirt mark. They put it on the in-feed table, put your hand over the photo eye, that's it. Now the next, which I'm going to go down through here, sorry about the movement, is here on this electrical panel, okay? This is your main electrical panel. So on the side here you have a left tucker, right tucker, there goes my sheet, right tucker, sleeve tucker, fold width. On that sheet you have your fold width, which is the width of the garment which you want to come out. Now that adjustment is right here in the middle. As you see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now on that sheet for t-shirts, I've got it at 9, so I've got it marked up. Sleeve tuckers are here. There's 3 of them. There's 2 on the other side, if you can see that. Okay. These I don't want you to adjust. I don't want them to adjust these unless you call me and go, look, you know, we're having an issue. But right now, all the garments you sent me, I didn't have to touch these. So I left them at 2, 2, and 2. The only thing you're going to adjust is your fold width for your bigger garments. And the final thing is at the back here, which is a timer. This timer, for example, goes 0 to 10. As you can see, this adjusts where it folds the shirt. Again, so if your timer is set right, let's say you have less time, this garment's going to come out offset to the back of the shirt. So it's lined up perfectly now, but if it's wrong, which again, it's going to be on the sheet, if it's wrong, it'll come out offset, which I'll show you. But for right now, you know, I've got the sheet for your t-shirts, and then we're going to run through everything else and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Okay.
Fleece and hoodies. This is really important, okay? Because 99% of people that get these machines, the operators load the garment wrong, and it's going to come out all bunched up. So it's very important to load hoodies and fleece just like this. Okay? We're just going to lay them out on the table, okay? So you see how everything's on the table, nothing is draped over the front. That's very important. Because if you do this, with this shirt it might work, okay? But with big hoodies and stuff like that, which you probably will run, it's not going to. So just to make it easy, I just keep it all on the table. It's got to be close enough here to be able to go in the machine, obviously. Center it up, and then you'll just let it go, okay? With t-shirts, you know, they're hung over, but that's what this is for, these markers, which you know from your other machines. But hoodies and fleece, that's how you're going to load them. They're all going to be out on the table again. Here's a youth hoodie. Okay, youth hoodie. Just lay it out on the table. So that's what on the sheet it says in-feed table X. That means that there is no marker on this in-feed table. You're just going to lay them out on the table. You can put the hoodie in the back, but I wouldn't suggest that. Just leave it out like this. Just let it go, and it'll take it. Okay, and there's 2 adjustments you have to change, and that's it. But we're going to go over that. I just wanted to show you that. It's very important, so make sure they know that.
Okay, guys, so I printed one out since my handwriting was so bad. I want you to be able to see this. So I've got adult t-shirts, in-feed table at 11, which is going to be your marker here, just your t-shirt, which is at 11. 12 is your long sleeve t-shirt, which I put on the sheet as red, which that's the one you sent me. 12, which is the in-feed table, that's going to be marked 2. Now again, your hoodies and fleece, you don't put on here anywhere. You just load it flat. And now, again, what I showed you, your right tucker, your left tucker, sleeve tucker, you got 3. They're all the same as you see, so you're not gonna touch those. There's no reason to. Your fold width and your second full timer is the only thing you're gonna mess with, which I'm gonna show you here. Sorry for the movement, guys. I'm doing this by myself. It's getting crazy here, but okay. So again, your fold width and your timer are the only thing you're going to be adjusting. So t-shirts, your fold width is at 9, which you just turn this and it'll move this in and out, which there's going to be an arrow on there. So your t-shirts you put at 9, and you come back here. Your second full timer is, I can't focus in on that. It's at 6. So you put this at 6, then you run them. There's nothing else you need to do. Now on your long sleeve t-shirts, which is in the red, I've got everything is the same except for your fold width is just at 10, which actually I'm going to put that at 9. So you're not going to have to touch your fold width, and then your timer's at 7, and that's it. So literally all you have to do is go back to the timer, change it to 7, and run your red ones. Okay. Hoodies and fleece are a little bit different. So what we're going to do on those is basically your fold width is going to be a little bit smaller for your youth stuff, which is that hoodie, and then 10 is for the big one, for your bigger stuff. So you're going to put that to 10, and then the timer is the same for both of them. So other than that, that's all you have to do. I'm going to run through this again, but that's kind of what I wanted to show you. Thanks, guys.
Here we go again. So whenever your t-shirts were at the top, now I'm going to go over your adult long sleeve t-shirts, which is this red one you sent me. So the only difference between a t-shirt and a red one and a long sleeve t-shirt is the in-feed table, which you're going to move it back. So you've got t-shirts here, your long sleeve t-shirts are in the back, so they're just going to move that back like that. And your sleeve tuckers are all the same, 2, 2, 2, 2. Full width is the same. Second full timer is 7. So you're going to come back here,
Timer's here. You're going to just adjust this to 7, which I've already done. It'll be at 6 for t-shirts, 7 for your adult long sleeve t-shirts. Okay, and then they're just going to run them until they get tired of running them. But run this one through real quick just to show you. And there we have it. Long sleeve t-shirt folded. We're going to go over hoodies next, guys.
Okay, here we go again. So now we're going to go over your hoodies and your fleece. One that you sent is a youth hoodie. So again, the in-feed table, you're not going to hang anything off the front, so that's not there. Everything's the same, 2, 2, and 2 on your sleeve tuckers. Your fold width is at 9. The only thing you're going to have to change is the timer in the back to 9. Okay, so here's your gray hoodie here. I'm going to show you, for example. As you see, you're not hanging anything over. It doesn't have to be exact, but it has to be close enough to where the belts are going to grab it when it goes in. I like to leave the hoodie out since you don't have an auto bagger. It comes out much more professional that way, and they just tuck it in and then they bag it. So for example,
I've already moved the timer to 9. As you see, it comes out, and then basically they would just tuck the hoodie in the back and they would bag it and just throw it in the bag, which you'll have this already. Preferably 13 by 20s or 12 by 16s for hoodies, but that's what you got on your youth. Now on your bigger one here, your fleece, the only difference in running your youth and your bigger ones is, as you see, is your fold width. So we're going to move the fold width to 10 instead of 9. So again, that's right here. Guys, my focus is kind of being a pain here. Fold width's in the bottom right, and that's going to move that middle one, which I've got an arrow on it now. You're going to move it out to 10. And it doesn't have to be exact, guys. It's just a guide, I guess you could say. So that's at 10. Now everything else is the same, and we're going to run them. So if I can do this one-handed. Okay, so here we go. Everything's laid out. Again, nothing hanging off. You're just going to center it up. They're going to center it up, put it in. And the only thing I've changed is the fold width. Everything else is the same. And that's what you come out with your fleece. It's about as good as I can do it, guys. That's probably 10 by 12, maybe 13. But if you have a 13 by 20 bag, this will fit literally perfectly in it. Which this is one. I can't do it one-handed right now. It's a little difficult for me to do. But let's see if I can get it in here. There you go. 13 by 20s. Perfect. Other than that, guys, I hope that everything makes sense. This is actually the machine we're sending you, which is a new one, not a refurb. I just don't feel comfortable sending a refurb down to Mexico, if you want me to be honest with you right now. I mean, I will, but I'd rather you first one be a new one, so it is what it is. But just give me a call. Hope this video helps. I'm going to send you a couple more, and again, thank you so much for your business, guys. Have a good day.